Starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. Blast through midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Mixon is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's the rookie from Auburn. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. So now it's 13-zip, Brock, and they've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributing to this lead early on.
Yeah, I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
He's throwing for it. And he's got it. Great call there on the 2-point attempt, and that puts him up 15-zip. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Back to the air, following the pick 6. Hits him on the out route. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To throw it on 1st down. Connection made to Coleman. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's in for the touchdown. The Falcons making a 9-point game. They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Falcons get it back to within 1 score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He's going deep. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the 1st quarter. We will not get another play in here. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. From the gun, Mayfield. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense up to the line fast. Working inside the red zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Coleman with the grab. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And what a hit there. Ouch. She pays the price for moving the chains that time. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. Offense in the hurry up here. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. It is Cup, left side. And he takes this up to the 30 before heading out.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down. Another look for him, Brock. And, hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play, and it's good for an Atlanta first down. Now looking to throw. On the move, headed right. He's up. The ball is loose. And now the Bengals have it. Wow, he's dropped hard on the return by one of the offensive linemen.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 29. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Let's go now.
Man in motion here. 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Loss of 9 brings up 4th down. 18 Cardinal, 18 Warriors, 70. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. Say, hey!
Mayfield to throw for it. Escapes the pocket. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Throwing off the play fake here. Buying some time right. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Pass play now. Forced out to his right. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. He's looking deep once again. That's grabbed inside the 30. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals will add to their lead at the end of the half. Bengals offense lined up. They're going for 2 again. They'll try to run it in. And he's into the end zone. The call pays off. They lead by 16 now. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. .19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. They go play action on 1st. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, but how well the defense had that one covered.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Looking to the air here. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up second and 18.
Trying again following the sack. Buys time, rolling right. Throwing on the run, deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Connects on the crosser. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be first down, Bengals. From the red zone now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
And he's got it. So they get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. And they stay perfect, Brock. That's a perfect 3 for 3 now on 2-point tries. Is it just automatic at this point that if there's a touchdown, they're going to go for 2?
Well, I think until this defense stops them, that answer is going to be yes. It's not supposed to be this easy. I mean, the numbers tell you you're not supposed to have this kind of success rate. But it's really clear this defense has no answer. Run, pass, confidence. The offense is owning them.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Has it at the 11. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. He lets one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down from the red zone. Complete to Coleman. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. From the 17. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid.
And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons start the second half with some needed points. PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons get it back to a 14-point game.
Falcons 17.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
19, Tiger. Buffalo 18. Here we go, set. 79 Bronco. Go.
To throw, Mayfield. outside. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Mayfield now from the gun. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Mayfield to throw again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Here we go. It's Mayfield. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Play action on 1st down. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Bengals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw. Just the right touch. And you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Has this at the 6. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's on the move. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces throwaway.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll throw it. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Working quickly here. the move, headed right. Catch is made down the right sideline. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. Setting up a throw. Escapes the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This is the end of the third quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here he is on 3rd and long. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. Got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Offense up to the line fast. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go. It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to the 29-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd and short, Mayfield. Gets everything he has under this throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Mayfield to throw for it. He connects downfield on 4. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Forced out to his right. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Here we go.
Throwing it again here. He sends this one to the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Mayfield on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals ready to move to a perfect 10-0. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Mayfield with a blitz coming. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
19 tight, 19 tight. Riggs.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals making a 3-score game in the 4th. So the Bengals going back to the well, trying for 2 again. He's throwing for it. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No problem. progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Back-to-back carries here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Still one more in their pocket to use. Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6.
Let's go now. Back to 60. Go.
Back to the well again. And he's brought down for a loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
70 Timberwolves. Come on, set. 18 Cardinal.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's got it inside the 10. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Bengals offense lined up. They're going for 2 again.
Here we go.
Will line up for the 2-point difference.
To throw, Mayfield. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
51. Falcons 23.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Ready?
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And he had another is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.
bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
hey, all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
hey,
out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
hey, front to back gay yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
hey, to get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, prick. If you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard top career to shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow in a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
hey,
out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
hey,
out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
hey, front to back gay yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
Hey,
out.
all my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
Hey,
out.
all the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey, front to back gay yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
Hey,
out.
front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
Hey,
out.
all my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
Hey,
out.
all the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
Hey,
out.
front to back gay yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Oh.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
You just heard the sound of the king of the South. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
We
Bring
all
'em out,
right
bring 'em
tonight,
out.
come on.
You say my look good in my tight little dress. Fuck it up and me make the man them obsessed. Put in the work when we dance and we sweat. Dangerous when you get smooth like the skin on my face. Draw figure 8 when we wind up my waist. Bumper and boom, we no need either wait. If you get it to the top of the plate. Wanna run it up, run it up, all night. If the lights went down, get your keep up, baby. You wanna drop it down, pick it up, turn around if you
should, man. Point, point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, point, baby.